Voormalig winnaar van de Champions League of Darts. Dames en heren, the gentle Suljovic. Zijn tegenstander uit Markham, Wales. Derde van de wereld. Meervoudig Grand Slam winnaar. En finalist in de European Championship and the World Cup of Darts. The Iceman, Gerwin Price.
With the bass kicked in and the Vegas all pumping. Quick to the point, no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon. Burning them, being quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and a hi-hat with a souped up tempo. I'm on a roll, it's time to go solo. Rolling, in my 5.0, put my rag top down so my hair can blow. The girl is on standby, waiting just to say hi. Did you stop? No,
I make no apologies for my enthusiasm when I say to you, my friends, the Euro Tour is back! Oh my God, this is good! How good is this? Look! Dirk van Dijvenbode, the aubergenius. Man who's wandered off his aubergine farm in the Netherlands and started smashing in ton-plus averages to be the likes of Nathan Aspinall, who's been tearing up people all over the tour in 2020. He is in the semi-finals until 2 weeks ago. Dirk van Dijvenbode, in years of trying, had never made a ranking semi-final. Now he's done one on the floor and one on the Euro Tour. This is an unreal story, and he is playing incredible stuff. And whoever wins this final quarter-final here in Hasselt, then that semi is going to be mental, isn't it? We've got one half of the draw with Michael Smith and Peter Wright, who are two of the most incredibly talented, obviously, but pretty straight down the line stage personas. And then it's going to be Dirk van Dijvenbode against Mental Mensur or Bonkers Gezi. What a mad half of the draw this is. And what an opening tournament we have on the European Tour. When you look at how these players have got here.
First leg is Mensur to throw first. Game on.
Mensur Suljovic has played some excellent stuff, but has really had to battle against some superb stuff thrown at him against Ryan Searle and Steve West. Whereas Gerwin Price has been superb himself, but blasted his opponents off the board, including that magnificent 6-0 whitewash of Jamie Hughes this afternoon. Paul Nicholson, how do you see this one going?
I want a minimum of the 50% intensity that these guys delivered about 3 years ago when they played in Riesa. I don't remember exactly who was commentating with me at the time, but we looked at each other and said, what have we just seen? It was 11 legs of almost darts war on the hockey. And at the end of it, when Gerwin Price won 6-5, they shared a hug. It's like world peace at the end.
That's what you want to see, isn't it? You want to see two guys knocking lumps out of each other on the dartboard and then shake hands and walk away. I like a bit of needle, but you can have needle in the game and still walk away and be all right afterwards. It's not always the case. Both of these guys have had their fair share of run-ins with players. But I tell you what is interesting in this one. Mensur Suljovic has a dreadful record against Gerwin Price. He has better records against the likes of Peter Wright. He has a better record against Michael Smith. He's got winning records against those two. But against Gerwin, he loses 75% of the games he plays. That's the same ratio as he's got against Michael van Gerwen. He hates playing Gerwin.
Double 12. Looks pretty focused this evening, does Gezi.
Huh.
Well, he's left double 3. That was a good inch and a half away from where he was aiming. Maybe that one just slipped out the hand a little bit.
Of all the places to miss. Oh, Mensah. He was looking at treble 18 for 17. That would have been an interesting decision.
And for the first leg, Gerwin Price.
3 is there. Gerwin Price gives it the bark. And he breaks throw in this opener. He has won 4 games on the spin against Mensah. The last time he lost was a deciding set defeat in the quarterfinals of the World Grand Prix back at the end of 2018. Since then, he's beaten him in the Grand Slam, twice in the Premier League and once in the Players' Championship final. So in actual fact, the last 5 meetings have all been in big TV major tournaments. This is the first Pro Tour event that they've played against each other since a Euro Tour in April. That was the fateful day that Max Hopp became the first German winner of a PDC-ranked event.
Would be quite fitting if Gezi was to win the title on St. David's Day.
Yes.
That'd have a nice little ring to it. Bit like when Mensah won in Vienna. It just added a little bit of extra niceness to the story.
It's a narrative, and we all love a narrative. Just to bring meaning to the chaotic stuff we see on the week-to-week
43
professional darts action.
Darts is an escape for a lot of people who watch stuff around the world. They've got stressful jobs. People don't want to see doom and gloom on social media and on news channels. When you tune into PDC TV, you see brilliance and you see positivity and you get good stories.
Oh, we've seen some incredible stuff over the last few years as we've been streaming the Pro Tour stuff either on the Players' Championship or the Euro Tour. We've seen Mensah Suljovic establish himself amongst the world's elite. We've seen Gerwin Price step up from a guy who was a nobody who wandered through the doors at Q School and become, arguably right now, the best player on the planet. We've seen the trials and the tribulations of the likes of Michael Smith, up and down. Certainly very up at the minute as Price looks at tops and pins it, and this is very, very good. And we are in the quarter-finals of the Belgian Darts Championship here. Gerwin Price has lost 1 leg this weekend, and that was the very first leg that he played against Ronnie Huybrechts. Since then, it has been 6 legs on the spin. Oh, sorry, Wesley Plaisier, beg your pardon. It's been... there we go. It was the penultimate leg, wasn't he? He lost to Wesley. But he's gone 5 straight legs, lost a leg, then 7 straight legs, and now 2 more. It has been as perfect a weekend as he could hope for.
And
so
Plaisier took out, was it 154?
5-4, yeah. It's the only thing that's got a leg off Gerwin Price so far this weekend.
So you know what you've got to do to get a leg here, Mensah? You've got to take out the 150-plus checkouts.
Certainly capable. If he'd taken out a 141 earlier on, he'd have hit a 9-darter. He's already hit a 9-darter on the stream so far this year, Mensah Suljovic. Did it against Jeff Smith in the Pro Tour event.
It was close. It was
close.
Right on the wire.
58.
I know everybody who misses the double for the 9 will say, oh, I just wired it. But Mensah Suljovic genuinely did tickle the wire.
92.
Yeah, good news actually for Mensah fans. I came over to the venue with him earlier on today before the afternoon session. The plan is at the minute that he is going to play everything. With no Premier League for him this year, it is every single weekend of Pro Tour action he is slated to take part. Now obviously he might drop out of 1 or 2 depending on how things go. But you can see where he is. He's number 6 in the Pro Tour Order of Merit. He's not losing that spot anytime soon.
That's interesting. Look how many more darts in this tournament Mensah has thrown. That's a good statistic to show how dominant Gezi Price has been. Tops again.
56. Mensah 119.
Could he? So only to hold throw, remember. 60 and tops. No. Not a happy man. Mensah Suljovic, is it happening again? Is he going to get beaten by Gerwin Price for the 5th time in a row and the 13th time in just 17 meetings?
Oh. 10.
I think he thought the 10s was in.
60.
He's talking to himself now. And he may not be coming back in this leg. Oh, Mensah needs 10s. And he gets it.
Third leg, Mensah Suljovic. Four leggers go in the throw first. Game on.
I'm not really sure why he has to
135.
paint the abs on the shirt. Probably got them underneath there anyway.
No, I can. He's not the only dart player to have the sculpted body
87.
on the actual shirt itself. But I think the other one I can think of, I don't really think Gezi needs it as much as, say, Robbie Green needs his. Let's put it that way.
It has got the same look to it, hasn't it?
It has. Oh, did you see the red one he was wearing in Cardiff for the Premier League?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, it was good. I'm not sure if we'll see that again, but I thought it looked pretty smart.
135.
Right, Welshman in red.
Right, exactly.
I like it. Looks pretty good in green too when he plays in the World Cup. Should be with Johnny Clayton again this year, you'd feel.
However, it's not looking quite as good for Gerwin Price. Right now, that's a missed opportunity for Mensah Suljovic. He'd effectively stolen the darts and has thrown that advantage away. What he did against Jamie Hughes was exactly this. Just when it looked like he was behind in a leg, he'd bang in a massive score, whether it were 180 or 177. This time it's a ton 40, and it does give him a chance.
It's just getting a bit jumpy at the minute.
90.
The odd dart from Mensah. Better position for Gezi on one away, looking for 417s.
88. Mensah 135.
Interesting, he's left double 10, the one that denied him last time. Now, 57-28. Look, you can see how frustrated he is being so far away from that treble.
20.
And Gezi has to put right what he did last time. Same again, inside. But this time he throws a beautiful double 5.
The leg is Mensah to throw first. Game on.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Dan.
125.
What's going to be the biggest story of this year? Who's going to come through and either win their first major or grab that huge title? Who do you think is going to come from the pack?
Well, I think you could have said in most years over the last 5 or 6 that Michael Smith is due a major win, and it could be this year.
140.
He's already made one major final. We've got a repeat of that major final this year, the Masters final, in the semi-finals this evening. That's because the Euro Tour always delivers, my friends. But I've been impressed with so many different players already this year. I'm not saying that, you know, Dirk or Big Devon are going to go and win major titles, but I think they're going to go and have runs in big tournaments if they carry on playing in the manner that they've started the year. But Price is playing so well. I'd said he'd finish top of the Premier League stage at the start of this year, and I've not seen anything that he's going to change my mind. Not so far. And that would be a story, because there's only 2 people ever to finish top of the league, and that's Michael van Gerwen and Phil Taylor.
95.
Phil Clearmaker. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's because Clearmaker, they have Martijn. That means Taylor in Dutch. Just found that out yesterday.
116.
Now, Mensah, where do you want to go? 61st? Stay there. Lovely. Double 18. Oh, and he kisses the wire like he did earlier on the 9-dart shot.
40.
Well, there have been chances for Mensah. Not many, but a couple. Price working his way in. Just like that. Just like that. And Gerwen is going to the board in those situations and expecting to be walking away with the leg. It's not hoping, it's not thinking I've got a chance. He is expecting that to happen. That is the sort of confidence. That is the difference. Michael van Gerwen acknowledged it himself. When I asked him on Thursday, are you the best player in the world? Yes, of course he said, yes, I still am. But when I asked him about Peter Wright and Gerwin Price, he said, look, they're playing with confidence. It's a confidence that Michael van Gerwen's played with for years now. But Gerwin Price has it. And when you believe that every time you go to the board, what you want is going to be achieved, then problems can just melt away in front of you. You don't start doubting yourself. You don't start worrying. You know that more than I do, Paul. You've been in situations where you've been incredibly confident after winning loads of titles and at the other end of the scale. And it's a much harder game, isn't it, when you doubt yourself? Yeah,
you walk in the door and you think, what can I do today? I just want to win the first game and see what happens. But there are other days when you walk in and say, you can't live with me today. That's how you feel. You just feel better than everybody else. And it's not an arrogant thing. It's just confidence in your darting ability at that point.
84.
Well, you said to Mensah, you want to win legs, you're going to have to take out these sorts of shots. And he's not going to. And Gerwyn Price, a man who has become much more ready and willing to leave doubles other than tops and 12s. He's going to try and give him 2 darts at double 16.
Big 18, gotta be. He's going to have a little think about this bull. He wants the 4-leg gap.
61.
That was not far away.
We managed to get this earlier on double 10. This time he gets it on tops, and it's a 14-darter and a break of throw.
Mensah to throw first. Game on.
I've noticed that Gezzy's got company in the crowd there. Young lady dart player by the name of Sarah Milkowski. And he actually played against Sarah in an exhibition in mid-January in Berlin. Go over the glasses just at the back there. I believe Gezzy won that match. Bit of a bad draw, if you ask me.
Wow. Anybody who gets Gerwyn Price at the minute can consider it a bad draw.
$99.
Doesn't want to allow Mensah to get closer. Just needs to keep him at a distance, and this is the best way to do it.
108.
It is only his second maximum of this match, Gerwyn Price. But his average is up towards that 100 mark and pretty much 10 points clear of Mensah Suljovic at the minute. He has just been better. There you see. He's outscored him. His finishing has not been quite as clinical as we saw against Jamie Hughes when he averaged 106. But Gerwyn Price, he does look irresistible.
139.
He's getting a bit Robert Palmer.
85.
Simply irresistible.
20
now
ball.
Has to be 20 ball.
And it is the ball.
60.
Again, it is missed by Gerwyn Price. He's missed the ball for an 86. He's missed it for an 85. Mensah, treble 14 for double. Oh, and he's wide it again.
Uruguay 25.
Well, double 18's been very brave right now by peeing off Mensah Suljovic. Double 12. Ruthless from Gezzy Price. Now, earlier this season, Dan, Gezzy was doing a bit of work in his little workshop, his little practice room back in Markham. And he got a set of his darker coloured darts, and he got a power drill and put a sander on the end, didn't he? He took some of the colour off to try and make them look a little different. And he loved them, but he used a hashtag a little over a week ago saying the blue darts are back. I think he's gone back to his old faithfuls instead of using the newer ones.
I'm not really kept up with what equipment Gezzy's been using, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't appear to have, you know, if he has changed, it doesn't appear to have altered the standards of excellence that he's produced. Last year he was making major finals consecutively in multiple tournaments, and then this year he's just carried on.
Yeah, he's just been playing with small things, a new flight design. He's not historically the kind of player who'd change anything, but he's just been looking at some different colours, different designs, and ultimately he's come back to the ones that work colour-wise.
100. Going to 164.
I applaud him for trying new things, but these don't do anything wrong.
Yeah, not even going for the 164. He's just going to set it up. And Gerwyn Price, 6-1 against Plaisier, 6-0 against Jamie Hughes. And now Mensah Suljovic is going to be dispatched 6-2. It is one of the more dominant displays we have seen from anyone on the European Tour. And once again, Mensah succumbs to his nemesis in PDC darts. He now has a worse record against Gerwyn Price than he does against Michael van Gerwen. The Iceman goes through to the semis, and that completes our last four lineup. We have Michael Smith and Peter Wright in a repeat of the Masters final, and we have Gerwyn Price against Dirk van Dijvenbode in the biggest, beefiest semi-final you could hope to see on the European Tour.
Gerwyn Price, what a dominant display of darts here in Hasselt. You lost 3 legs so far. Where is this going to end?
Yeah, I lost 2 legs in this game. I think I shouldn't have lost, but yeah, I missed a couple of doubles there. I think I dominated that game, but yeah, I need to improve and keep pushing forward if I want to win this tournament. 2 more games to go. Obviously, I'm playing Van Dijvenbode next. He's a tough player for me, but I've never lost to him, so hopefully I don't slip up now.
Let's see, and what do you think of the crowd here in Hasselt?
Yeah, obviously the last game, the first game, I don't give much support in Germany and all around the world, but Hasselt has been fantastic for me, so I appreciate it, and support me in the next round, so thank you very much.
Dames en heren, the Iceman! Goed, dames en heren.